Okay, so I'm just going to show you my ingredients. I had chicken mince and beef mince and chicken skins. And you can use whatever seasonings you want. So I don't show you the whole bowl, but let me just show you. I lay out a chicken skin. I've already washed them at this point. And then I want to more or less get a rectangle or a square from them. And so I do trim them up. But I'm just showing you that I go through each one and actually have a look at them. All right. Now, so here's the plate with all my chicken skins on it. Let's go. This is very scientific, this approach. I grab I grab a portion of chicken mince. Look, it's about 400 grams. It's about 200 grams. And then I did the same with the beef. So I'm going with 400 grams or a pound, 500 grams, somewhere around there. It's not an exact science, but you just need as much as you need for the filling. Now, in here I used a gluten-free soy sauce, some balsamic vinegar, and some salt and pepper. Pink salt, white pepper. I would have used about a tablespoon of balsamic and about a tablespoon of soy or coconut aminos is what I normally use. I just had that one at hand. So we're just mixing it up, as you can see. With or without gloves, doesn't really matter. And then we fill them. So with spring rolls, they're rectangles. So you just have to think in terms of rectangles. Now, I'm going to move the plate around a bit because I'm trying to find the best angle to show you guys. And this is my first time rolling spring rolls in chicken skins. So I've left this footage in to show you that if you don't get it right the first time, just be patient, work it out, unwrap it, roll it again. That's what I did, and I wanted to leave that in to show you. The biggest thing with spring rolls is you've got to pull in the sides and then you roll it. And if there's too many if there's too much skin, it won't cook crispy. So if that's important to you, then don't have too much skin. Okay, I'm rearranging because I'm just thinking of you guys to see the video, to see what I'm doing, and then I realise that's not a good spot either. But just hang in there. We'll get there. I'm going to go slow just for a wee while, and then we'll speed it up. I just want you to see confidence is the biggest thing when you're doing something like this, is growing your confidence in manipulating the ingredients, right? So here I am making the rectangle, and then I realize, oh, I need to put the sides in. So put the sides in and then roll. And if you have any bits left over like that, you could chop that off easily, because you're just going to place that in your baking tray and it's not going to move around. So you don't need three rolls. You don't need so much excess skin that it rolls around and around. All right, so it's more of the same. We're just going to look. I do it again. I realised, no, I've got to pull the sides in first. And pull the sides in. And I obviously got better at this as I went along. See, I realised, hang on a minute. Put the sides in. I like those ones. The long ones look more like spring rolls. I've used these also to make sausage rolls, where you leave the meat exposed at the sides. You don't pull the sides in, you just roll them up. And you can make them longer. And I've also will show you how to do money bags in a minute with some string, which you can remove later. So pull the sides in, give it a roll. Let's do that again. I'm using about a tablespoon of mince. This mince goes a long way. So you could probably get away with 250 grams of mince. So there we go. We pull the sides in, we give it a roll. Check your skin, lay it out. do a little cut if it's, if you haven't already done that in the beginning. Make sure it's the right shape. Pull the sides in. Give it a roll. These were such a big hit. Everybody loved them. Pull the sides in. Give them a roll. If you cook them on too high heat, you won't get the mixture cooked all the way. So I found I cooked some on 180 and then I cooked some on 190 Celsius. This is Celsius. I live in Australia. And 190 is my preference. I used my Ninja air fryer, my Ninja Foodie grill. So that's the last one. So then I went and actually washed another packet. Now that was a packet of 250 grams of chicken skins, which I think is half a pound. Pretty sure a pound is almost 500 grams. So that little bit extra, just snip it off. Just cut the wrappers to the size you want. And look at that. They're so good. They're so good. Right, I'm just going to show you a little demo of a cooked one, right? I got one and just cooked it because this is my first time. Oh, look, it's so juicy, so tender. It wasn't as crispy on the outside as I wanted. This was one I did on 180. You need to give it time to render, the fat render out of the skin to get crispy, and obviously the mince to cook inside. But look, chicken mince and beef mince, it does cook fairly quickly, and this was so hot, and ouch, it was like ouchies. Just put that down. Just hang on a second. I should have just waited longer. I know. But look at the juiciness. Again, you'll see the chicken skin is cooked. It's totally cooked. It's just not crispy at this time. But look, it almost looks like a dim sum dumpling, which you could do too. So I let it cool off a wee bit, and then I just wanted to show you that's what it's like. It was just so delicious. You could put a lot more seasonings than I did. I only just wanted a little bit. All right, so let me show you the money bags. The money bags, you basically have to pull all the corners up and tie them, right? So you're putting your filling in the center. You're not putting it on the edge like we did with the spring rolls. Now I added some extra seasonings now to that same mixture. That's the same mixture that I already had. I added some coriander leaves. I was going for some Asian flavors. And all I had in my pantry was ginger, dried ginger powder, and I had some coriander leaves. So that's what I added. And they were delicious, absolutely delicious. Emma, unbeknownst to me, my daughter, had actually made a ginger and scallion or spring onion sauce. And that was just, we're always in sync like that, the two of us. Anyway, here I am that I ended up tasting and having a spoonful of, and it was delicious, worked well with these. But if you're not having seasonings, if that's not on your food list, then obviously just leave them out. These would be fantastic with or without. Again, I couldn't taste the the coriander at all, and the ginger was barely noticeable. So you just need to tie these up however you're going to get them tied. All right, now I ended up flipping it over and tying it on each side twice, so there was 4 knots. There's no rules to this. You just need to do it so that you're happy. See, I'm just pushing the food in, pushing the filling, trying to get it to sit up straight, and the tops of those chicken skins do need to be cut. But I wanted to wrap a few first before I did that. So now here's that ginger powder and the coriander leaves. So I'm just going to mix that in. And again, we're just going for a dollop in the middle of the chicken skin. And the system I ended up working out was to bunch it all, get it all in the right place. Like, honestly, it's like playing with your food, getting it all in there, massaging it until it's all in. And then I put a string down and lay it over. That didn't work, what I'm doing right now. You can see I'm just trying to work out my process because I haven't done this before. Not with chicken skins. I've made sushi and all sorts of things, but this one I haven't done before. So if you tie it too tight, it slips off as well. So you've just got to find the right tension. And then I just worked out, yep, I'm just going to flip it, knot it, flip it, knot it. I double knotted that one. It's just a simple, regular knot. There's no special knots. Trim it, and I'll show you the trimming of the top in just a second. Let's just go a wee bit faster. So it's just more of the same. But I left this footage in just because I know for me, I find it very helpful watching someone actually just do it. Rather than them showing me the finished product, I like to see the process or the method. So that is why I leave them in my videos, because I'm sure there's other people out there like me. Now, this is what I did. See how I chopped the top off, making it look nice and even? Because what happens when you can deep fry these, or you can fry them, or you can put them in your air fryer. But that top gets super crispy and crunchy if it's short like that. So I'm a texture eater, so I love that crispy crunchiness of all that chicken skins promise. Now, that sort of was a little tricky because I folded down the inside chicken skins, but this is what you work out as you go. You just find your own rhythm, find your own method. This was mine, flipping it, tying it, flipping it, tying it, and then it sort of felt secure. So then I would snip it and snip the tops off. So these were amazing as well. Obviously the filling, I wanted it to be a little different. It was much the same really. But you could go to town if you wanted to make if you're adding flavors and doing stuff, then wow, heaps of things. The other thing is pork mince in here with chicken or pork on its own, even pork with beef. Well, my husband, we make bolognese that way. Obviously, I'm not having bolognese right now, but yeah, a mixture of minces in here, whatever mince you've got would be fantastic. If you're wanting Asian flavors, pork mince is very good for that. But chicken mince is great too. When you don't want so much beefiness, mix it up. Add some chicken mince to the beef. So just working with what we got. That one was a big one. So pull up all the sides. It's like wrapping a present when you're using cellophane. Then lay down the string. Do a firm but not too tight first knot, and then flipping and tying, cut off the tops. And none of that chicken skin went to waste. I air fried all of that, and it was amazing as an entree. It was like a snack food, not really an entree. Like, I put it all in a bowl, and everybody ate the crispy chicken skins before dinner. Like snack food. When you have a snack plate. So that was delicious. Yum, yum. I've actually got a bag in the fridge right now that I'm going to cook up today. They go like wild cakes here at my house. As soon as I cook up crispy chicken skins, gone. They're just gone. Now, I'm just checking. I know I should have put them in a separate pile, but I didn't. The cut ones. I'm just checking to see what I can make. So I've left this footage in just to show you that, it's not always a straight line, a straightforward process. I'm just making the best of what I've got in the bowl. They were so cute. I wanted to make more. As long as you can pull that skin together, it's good to go. Get all the excess off. That was a big one. A little bit chunky, but tasted delicious. Look at that. Beautiful little tops on them. Now, this, you can see a few money bags at the back. And then you've got the spring rolls at the front. And this was my dinner that night that we had. Paul made some crispy lamb chops. And Emma made this little sauce, unbeknownst to me, and it was delicious. So I hope you enjoy. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. Awesome.